A British family arrived back in the UK from a holiday in Europe, and they were shocked to discover two African immigrants hiding in their roof rack. All their properties that were placed in the roof rack were gone. It appears the immigrants flung their belongings away so that they could fit into the rack. The British family were so upset, but the Africans appeared unperturbed as they got down from the roof rack and made their way into the bush. The family could be heard making a call to the police reporting the incident. It is believed that the immigrants hid in the roof rack in Calais in France. It is a habit for immigrants in that area to try to enter the UK by hiding away in people's cars without their knowledge. This isn't the first time an African immigrant has been found hiding in a family's roof rack after they arrived in the UK. Okay, this is so funny, and I'm beginning to hear a lot of people who were told that they are Africans, but now some people are saying, "Oh, they must be Nigerians." Why? Why would they? Why would people be thinking in that manner? If anything happens, it is Nigerians. It's very very bad. Um this a generalization, every black person, and that's why you see that from what we've heard, every black person, even if you're not Nigerian, if they just commit anything, oh, they'll just say they are Nigerians. But if you find that it could be, it could not be, but these attempts of saying, oh, they could be Nigerians, they could be this, they could be that. But this is really funny that their roof rack, they will not find anything, and the people were not really bothered. If that it has been the pattern, I think they themselves, they will be so careful um when they travel. All those British people, when they travel to all those European countries, especially France, they will be careful, and maybe they have to check thoroughly. Those people must be experts, honestly. They must be experts. Can you imagine? It's funny though. It's really really funny. Well, let's hear what people are saying, because from some of the people that we've heard, they say, oh yeah, they must be Nigerians, they must be Nigerians. How do you mean they must be Nigerians? Have you found that? So does it mean every bad thing is associated to Nigerians? It's unfair. It's unfair for people to be saying that. Okay. See hustle for survivors of Africans. Chai, may God help them. Oh, it no easy at all. Ha, let me guess. They are Nigerians. Can you imagine? Somebody say they are Nigerians. They are Nigerians. How did they get to Europe in the first place? Well, it's a different ballgame entirely. Of course, majority of them cannot come through the way they used to enter through Libya to Europe to whatever. It's not possible to enter UK like that. So because the UK and the European countries, they are interwoven, and because of the deal has not really been finalized, because by 2021, that's why they did this Brexit of 18. By 2021, no more whatever again. All these European people too will not have access to be entering UK the way they used to. But from these accounts now, these people didn't need to do that. They didn't need to wait for whether European people will be entering UK, but they had to go through their roof rack, which is unbelievable. We are even talking, that one is even small. What about one boy? I think one Benin boy. I don't know whether the boy succeeded, but some of them had succeeded. One Benin boy wanted to go to Europe, and he entered a plane. There's a particular compartment they used to hide themselves in Benin to Lagos, but he couldn't fly. Whether, but like two occasions like that, it happened. Then, if we are talking about that one, a plane that will fly that height, not to talk of just within just a car stuff and all of that, within the Europe here, those ones, that boy, Benin boy, that time, it was really, really, it made uh, a lot of people heard about it. It was really a talk of the town. But I think they caught the boy in Lagos, and I'm sure I could remember it's like it was a Shomole that was still in power then. But at the end of the day, they gave the boy scholarship, and everybody was like, this guy must be a genius. And people were wondering, how did this guy get into the airport and enter the, is this stowaway? It's like this stowaway, I don't know, but I know there's a compartment in the plane. How did this boy beat the security? And people were like, oh, maybe he entered through the night, in Benin airport, because they have some bushes around there. Most of the time you always have some, all those airports are always secluded area. Whether you enter through you enter at night through all those bushes. But that one, the boy is a professional. Only God knows how he did it, but we didn't even know. But at the end of the day, they were able to interview the boy. The boy said he wanted to go to Europe and all of that, but he didn't know how he's going. They are going to go. Maybe he first, okay, I think that particular one thought their flight was going to, he was going outside the country, but it was when he got to Lagos they now found him there. So they gave the boy a scholarship. I remember it's like the boy has even finished. I don't know. At that time, the boy should be around 15, between 11 and 15 or so. So if that could happen in Nigeria, then you should not be surprised that within Europe, between UK and Europe, such thing will be happening. So that is how it is. That is how things have degenerated too. Okay. And someone say, haha, let me guess, okay, they are Nigerians. African leaders are a disgrace. Whites will never respect black in general due to all these activities. Never. And someone say, obviously, they will never respect them. Okay. If you want to look at it, does it mean the whites, the blacks who are supposed to be respecting the whites, judging from what happened from the beginning? Well, even at that, with all the things that we went through in their hands, we are still not comfortable, we are still not confident of ourselves, we are still like looking ourselves below, we still feel that our things are not even better off. So I'm just trying to react to that statement saying that a white will never respect blacks in general due to all these activities. Okay, I bet they are Nigerians. Okay, someone say, I agree with you, my brother, it is Nigerians, I tell you. No, 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 you can't just conclude. You just can't just conclude. A lot of all these African countries, they are committing a manner of fraud. Even the whites themselves, they are committing no manner of fraud. So what are we talking about? If you can imagine from Mexico to the US, a lot of people are still smuggling themselves in there. Have you? I did not see whites. So this thing is relative to some things. That's the way I believe. Oh my God, these guys are heartless. Is that really what it is? Heartless. Nice move. They must be Nigerians. Shame. What is so special about UK? That's what somebody saying. That what is so special about UK that they are risking their lives. Even before those guys, according to what we were hearing, they had already entered bush. I mean, say forget all those things. They were not even worried that maybe they did something wrong or to be pleading. When we have refused to hold our leaders accountable in Africa, instead we choose to run, we need to start thinking inward. For how long are we going to be saying that? Because a lot of people are not even ready to do that. But one thing I just believe is that those politicians, those who are putting the lives of their people into mess, one day monkey go market, go return. Now they are having a field day. Now they feel that everything is fine. They can do and undo. African politicians have turned Africans into something else. What a shame. Let COVID-19 visit them. Africans, what a deprived people, made scavengers by their uncaring leaders who make their environments unconducive for survival. What a pity. Becoming a self-made slaves after their so-called independence, when fellow citizens called leaders are self-centered and wicked, people leave their cherished fatherland to a conducive environment where survival is sure, even if it may cost them their lives or integrity. What a rejected life. Who will understand? Is this how African leaders will be watching their citizens suffering death and rejection all over the world? Do they care? Do they care? They don't care. It is all about power. It's all about pride. All about embezzling money. That is just what they are interested in. All this English that we are speaking, they don't understand. They don't even care. And unfortunately, majority of them came from a very humble background. Yes, once they have the opportunity to do the right thing, they just look the other way. Most of them, they have opportunity or they have the mindset of doing the right thing, but as soon as they get there, they found out that a lot of things are not just working well. Before you know it, majority of them don't even get it. They always fight to go there. So when somebody who is always fighting to go there, you think the person is going to do anything because of the benefits of being a public a figure or being a politician. That is all they care for. So I don't think majority of them even go there with the mind of patriotism, because if you understand what they do to get there, you'll be surprised. So when they get there, do you think they are going to be looking at you? No. Or they are going to be caring for you? No, they will not do that. It's unfortunate. They should be sent to jail. What nonsense is that? You threw away someone's luggage because of your selfish aim. How do you arrest them? Those ones that have entered inside bush, you are talking about arresting them. Somebody suggesting that they should be arrested. They entered inside bush. They couldn't. Those people could not even trace them. That's uh, the worst part of it. But why throw away their belongings and very unrepentant? This is very dangerous. So, guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on this issue.